Welcome to Dems Report, episode number 24, in honor of Kobe Bryant. You know, we're getting into playoff basketball, so I feel like it's important. For the first time in about 5 weeks, Aaden has beat me by a singular game. He's also here, so the camera's going to move, so that's quite cool. Quite literally one game. We did great in these two, but I would say I went on a 3-game winning streak, maybe 4, I don't remember, in the NHL to end it. I did not do well on that. That was rough, but we do have to keep things moving along here. Starting out, the Pistons got back in a big way. The third quarter, a 22-point difference, 38-16, and a 15-point victory just decimated them. A 30-3 run to start the third. So, yeah, Pistons. Bad boy basketball's back. OKC in 4. They had to put up 10 in the fourth to lose by 13. Yeah, they're not winning this. Now, I don't like Shea as much as the next person, but he's still good. I think you take away his free throws, he's not gonna score as much, but he's still a great player in my opinion. MVP, absolutely not. But OKC in 4, sadly. As I said, the Hawks. They're going to make this game a series. Everybody kind of is like looking at the Knicks like they're the one team that is probably going to lose because they're the Knicks. They always lose early. But Josh Hart, 40 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 9 shooting. Also Brunson, 23 shots, 26 points. Yeah, the Knicks are just not efficient as a team. I think Anthony Towns, 21 points, 17 rebounds. Very good hoops, but, they had to come back 7 points in the fourth, still lost by 1, and they took 1 at home. The Raptors got both against Cleveland. Kind of the same things apply. Scotty Barnes is just really good at basketball. 11 for 17 shooting, 33 points on 35 minutes, plus 23. Yeah, James Harden can't do everything wrong here, guys. Gotta need to do something. 43 points in the fourth quarter. Just good hoops by the Raptors. And then the Wolves. Their backcourt is cooked. They got Ayo Dosunmu, and then Anthony Edwards and DiVincenzo are both hurt. So it might be over. So they could be cooked. But as of right now, they hold a 3-1 series lead. This one they won in pretty good fashion, I feel like. The first quarter, low scoring. Then they kind of blew their heads off the roof. DiVincenzo, good defense in both games when he was playing. And then good ethical hoops by everybody. Everybody was shooting well in this first one. The Sixers, we really needed this game because if you watched the other one, yeah, basketball was played. We really needed one of these two, and we did not get them. Now, granted, Maxey shot as many shots as he did points. So, that's something. 12 of 31 is pretty bad. I think if we have Embiid, we may have won, but I think we play worse with Embiid. I think that we slow it down for him, and that's just we're not good at that. So this is a game we just got outplayed in every quarter, and then just nothing happened. So Kelly Oubre played 40 minutes. That's how you know the Sixers are cooked. Lakers in 5. We need to come up with a phrase. I don't know. You can come up with it when we talk about the predictions. Think of something. But Lakers wanted an OT, a game in which the second time ever, I believe, it was like it's like teams are now 2-1,723 when they were down 6 or more with 30 seconds left. The Lakers are the second to do it. If you're wondering who the first time was, Sixers against the Knicks. It was game 2 or 3 in New York. We were down 6 with 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds. Maxey shot a 3. And then he shot another 3 and made it. And then we won in OT. So that was kind of cool. But, what's his name? I don't remember if it was this. I actually might have already talked about it. But Marcus Smart playing out of his mind in this series. Braun, this was a good game by him. The other game was not. 45 minutes. He had more minutes than age, which I guess, doesn't sound like a lot. But, he's almost 45. That's crazy. They did win, though, so that's kind of cool. Rockets needed that one, though. And then the Spurs, no Wemby, no problem. Not decimated, but they took control in the second half against the Trailblazers. I thought the Trailblazers maybe had a chance if they won this one, but they didn't. So, I feel like the Spurs are still a championship contender team, even without Wemby. because they're just too good, man. They got such great defense. I think Fox could open it up for them, all that jazz. And then the Magic, as I said, got one back on the Pistons. This series is probably going to go, 6 or 7. Aiden's doing the thing behind the back. Paulo, can we stop shooting free throws? You're turning into Shea. Like, actually. There were so many foul baits. Not as bad as Shea. I think some of them were warranted, but, 14 free throw shots. Are we kidding? But he still played well. I think that Franz and Bane played better, but 12, 9, and 25 points, not bad at all. And then they won by 8. Cade is being overshadowed. He's playing great, but Jaden Duren has just forgotten how to play basketball. He's He's averaging 9 points, 13 rebounds, playing pretty bad. OKC in 4. I will defend Shea in this game. 15 for 18 shooting. That's his best shooting performance ever, and 11 for 12 on free throws. But he was actually getting fouled like crazy. I think Dylan Brooks punched him at one point. So that's something. The Suns just look cooked. I'm sorry. They just can't win a game. And then the Knicks, a well-needed win. Just ethical hoops by everybody. Everybody had at least 10 points in the starting squad. Josh Hart didn't shoot 1 for 10, so that's big help. Yeah, they needed one really bad, and they got one, and they decimated them. This is how they should be playing, but they should be playing like a bully ball kind of thing, and they just don't. Also, OJ Anunoby didn't shoot 1 for 13. The Wolves are looking good. The problem, DiVincenzo's hurt for the season. He's out for the entire season, even if they make the finals. And Ant probably going to be sidelined for a week at some best knee. I think it's a hyperextended knee or maybe a bruised knee. I don't think he'll come back in the series, but if they win one, I think he's going to be back game 2 in next series or 3. So I don't remember who they play. Yeah, they're going to play the Spurs. Either way, I don't think you're not going to get that. I think the Wolves will win it, whether it be however many it's going to be. The problem is that without Ant, there's a certain feel that isn't there. We're going to get an Io DeSumer 52 piece instead of a 41 piece or whatever it was. The Bulls are crying. They're in tears right now because Io DeSumo got no chances on the Bulls, if you didn't know. Then he got either cut or traded, something like that, to the Wolves. And he did basically nothing for the Wolves besides a good bench player. Not really sixth man of the year or anything, but a solid bench player. And then, Ant and DiVincenzo get hurt. You get thrust into a playoff series against, Jokic and a pretty, not elite, but not a bad defensive team in the Nuggets. They're a good rebounding team. I don't know about scoring-wise, but, he played pretty. He only scored 43 points or something. He had more points than minutes. So, and I know he played a lot of minutes. So this is a good. The Wolves are in a good spot, even without Ant, out DiVincenzo, Rudy Gobert. In the words of a TikTok I got earlier, a 7'4" penis. Yeah. He's actually. I was watching this game. There's some people arguing, he should be in the Hall of Fame. He has so many DPOYs. This man sucks at shooting. He's terrible. He can clamp, but he can't shoot. So, at least he got one of those. But the Wolves are looking good. They're 3-1 in this series. Everybody knows about the 3-1s. The Raptors, once again, they needed another one. If you go down at least 3-2, or not 3-2. If you go down 3-1 against the Cavs, you're cooked because Jimmy Harden's not selling that. But I don't know who Jacoby Walter is, but the entire series he has 2 points and he shot 30 shots. I don't know how he played in the regular season, but he looks terrible. He's not ready. But these two right here, Scotty. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna pick that up now. Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram, this is a 1-2 pair of doom and destruction. What's it called? Seek and destroy? Yeah, they need to stop that for the Cavs. Yeah, doom and despair. They need to stop that if they want to win any game. The Cavs. They need to stop one of those two if they want to win any game. Because whenever these two players are 20-plus on the year points-wise, I think they're 85% win percentage, which is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know either, but the free throw shots. But they outplayed them. Obviously 17-14 in the first quarter. Not very fun to watch, but they won, so who cares? Yeah. I mean, at halftime, it looked like the Trailblazers were gonna be cooking, and then
That might be the single greatest
yeah,
single half playoff performance.
they decimated them in the second half. Spurs in 5. I've never seen a team look so defeated. And they were up in all the Trailblazers were up in all the games against the Spurs, and I thought, oh, they're not gonna choke this one. And then they choked this one. So can't wait for the Trailblazers to be up 31, headed into the fourth, and somehow lose. So, yeah, that's great for the game of basketball. Kelly Oubre is a terrorist. Actually, everybody played bad. I'm not even gonna go after Kelly Oubre. Literally, everybody played bad. I think Oubre played the worst. Because, negative 31. But, they were all bad. They were all bad. Like,
He was good from 3.
that's great, bro. We play worse with Embiid, and I'm going to stand by that. Anytime we play with Embiid, as soon as we get to the playoffs, but we also just, play slower with him, and we're not good at that. We drafted VJ to be this fast-paced team, and we're slowing it down for Embiid. I said this, 2 years ago, a year ago. We should have traded Embiid when the peak was high, because he's always injured. You can't win with an injured player as your star player. We're never going to win anything with him. Oh, yeah. I think Maxey is a way better player than Embiid ever was.
Maxey's top 7 in the league.
Oh, easily. Not all positions. I mean, point guard, shooting guard. But, I don't know about overall, but he's definitely top 10. I can't with Embiid. I'm so sick of him. We need to get rid of him. I don't care who we give him to. We just need him to be off our team. He's a cancer. He's I don't even know how to explain it. He's just terrible. This is just here so the Lakers can win in 5. That's it. They won a quarter, the Lakers did, but yeah, that third quarter was pretty bad. I don't have it here, but Bronny had more points than Braun in this game. So, yeah. Yeah. So, Amon Thompson's a defensive player, and he had 23 points. So that's when you know you're shooting pretty bad. Good on the Rockets, though. We move to next week. Now, a lot of these games are if necessary, so I'm going to go off of if it goes to a game 6, 7, whatever. Funny number. I'm going to say that a lot. If I say a series ends in 5 and it goes to 6 or 7, you're wrong. You don't get a pick. You're just wrong because then I can spare myself the headache. I'm going to pick Detroit for this first one. They cannot go down 3-1 against the Magic. It's literally impossible. OKC in 4. It's the Suns. I'm sorry, Parker. They're just cooked. I'm going to pick Denver, at least in one of these games, because they really, really need it. They're looking bad right now. The series is over. It's so over. If we can pick up this game in Boston, I believe. But I have no faith. I have absolutely no faith after that last game. I'm going to pick New York to take their first lead of the series. That's shocking to say. They just haven't looked right, but I think this one they can win. San Antonio in 5. I feel like that's understandable. So I have the Pistons at 2-2. I have them taking a 3-2 lead. They just need it. I don't know what's going on in Detroit, but I know they're going to win the series. They just haven't looked like they're going to win the series. I'm going to take Cleveland. They're not going to lose 3. They're either going to lose 4 straight or they're going to win here and then win in 6. I have them winning in 6. This is not necessary, so we cross that out. I have no rhyme. Aaden will give you the rhyme, but Lakers in 5. Does not matter. Knicks Atlanta. I have this series going 7. There's no shot Atlanta doesn't force 7 from what I've seen. This may come as a shock. I'm gonna pick Denver to take it 7. I think if Ant does not play, disregard the circle. If Ant does not play, that they have no chance in this game. I honestly think Denver, if they get 1, they're going to get 2. Sadly, this doesn't mean anything. I don't even want to look at that. This doesn't mean anything. Cleveland, Toronto. This is tough, but I'm going to say that also goes 7. Toronto has been a very back-and-forth team all year. I would be shocked if they just let it end now. Lakers, Houston, as I said, ends. I'm going to give Orlando a game to go 7. I think Detroit can very well, if they win the next 2, win this game as well. Orlando was an 8 seed for a reason. They came out of the play-in losing the first game, but they have looked way... Yeah, Orlando has looked too good against the Pistons to not force 7. I feel like they've looked great. This doesn't exist. Knicks in Atlanta. This is probably the toughest one out of the NBA. But just based off the pure teams, and as much as I hate to say this, I'm going to take New York. I think in New York, I know we said this with the last one with Atlanta when Brunson just put up a nothing burger of a shot, but they just look so much better on paper than Atlanta, but Atlanta's just been playing really good defense. It's going to come down to, can Atlanta just smother them again? Yeah, we can just, there's no shot this series goes 7. And then, yeah, but Minnesota and Denver.
Did you just say no shot?
I honestly think I think that the 3-1 is super tough. But if Ant does not play, this is my ultimatum. I won't count it. I'll say Denver wins it. If Ant plays in any of these games, obviously he's not going to play in the first one. If he plays in any of these games, the series ends in that game. I think if he plays, and I think he probably will at some point. It's just technically he's not going to. I can't see Minnesota winning without Ant unless Ayo Dosunmu drops 52, and I don't think he's going to do that. Also, unless Jokic gets hurt. So, I'm going to say Denver wins it in 7. I think that's going to be a quite tough task, but it's Jokic. He's the best player on the earth. So I'm going to give it to Aaden for the next few games.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is nice to see all of you. I'm going to go green because this list is going to be green. I'm hilarious. Game 4 in Orlando. First game, first difference. Give me the Magic. The Magic are a hot team. The Pistons need it. Don't get it wrong. And they'll get it. They'll get one game. Yeah, let's just save the time, and I'm going to agree with Kolstin. So, today we only have one difference. 8 o'clock, NBC. Watch it. Very good game.
I will be watching all of these once I get home.
My heart and my brain aren't thinking together on this one, Kolstin. I'm going to do it. Yep.
I have no help after that last one. I have no hope. The other one's on Thursday for Boston, Philly.
So that's our first cross. Where's the...
OKC is on Friday.
Just clearing that out the way. Atlanta, New York.
Take the lead in the series.
This is a big game, folks. You know who doesn't do good in big games?
Jalen Brunson?
Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay, he's not even the number 1, but okay.
Give me the Hawks.
I can see it. I don't think they will, but I can see it.
The Hawks have been playing their best ball all year, and there's no better time to be playing great ball in April through June. Yeah, San Antonio's winning it off. They can stay healthy. That's my take right here, 4:15. Yes, on Monday.
April 27th.
Let me just... Not yet. You're going to have to settle yourself. Game 6. A very big game. Detroit, Orlando. I kind of hinted to it. Detroit's going to win it. Once again, I'm going to agree with Kolstin on Cleveland. I think Cleveland is the better team on paper, and the Beard is going to have a great game. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen. Sengun. Shengun. Houston's a balloon. Kolstin loves the goon. Lakers in 5.
That's interesting.
Braun's going to lock in.
43, 12, and 11.
We're getting 2018 Braun back.
We're not getting 2016 Braun because he was injured all year.
Until the playoffs. and then he locked in. Once again, I'm going to decide against Kolstin. I do think this game goes 7. I think the road team wins.
But they still go 7.
I'm going to get this pick out the way. I'm going to agree with Kolstin on this Denver series.
It's so tough, and I don't think Aaden's coming back first round.
These two would play. That would be the greatest series.
It's either Spurs in 4 or we're going 7.
Wemby versus Jokic, I think the two best players of the 22nd decade. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Of the 2020s. Wemby's putting up numbers that a Hall of Famer is going to put up. He's 22. Wembanyama, and this is going to be the first time we're going to disagree on a series. I think Cleveland's going to win it in 6.
I think they can. I don't think they will, but I can see it.
And what? This is game 7? Or no, this is game 6. Oh, wow. They're only in game 4. Detroit needs it to stay alive. And they do just enough. Where is the next Detroit game?
It's on the next.
We're going to get this off. So, game 7, Hawks against New York. I'm going to do it. Upset. Hawks in 7.
Brunson has never looked like a number 1 guy.
Hold on. This is for post editing.
Yeah, let me. Oh, that's so nice. All right, we're good now.
I don't know why I felt like drawing an X.
Oh, that's so you can pick first for Sunday.
Uh,
A lot of these
not happening. Not happening.
well, I have them.
Not happening.
And the final game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Detroit.
for the first time in a long time, an 8 seed is going to beat a 1. Give me the Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic.
Kolstin, you have a couple of game 7s. Which two are they? I'm telling you, it's not that one.
Yeah.
And it's not Shengoon. Houston's a balloon. Kolstin loves the goon. Lakers in 5.
So. I said, Cleveland, if they said it's 7, they're probably going to win. I agree completely. I think they win in 7. I think Harden does enough. Orlando has looked the part the entire series, but we haven't seen a Cade 50-piece yet in this series either. That being said, I am going to take Detroit. In Detroit is so tough. I know. I want my heart wants Orlando to win because Orlando Magic. Let's let Orlando just win the entire thing. I'd be fine with that.
Clap it up for Orlando. What a comeback they had.
Yeah, but I think Detroit wins it in pretty convincing fashion, but we'll see. There's always that one game in the entire series, and I think it's gonna be this one that just sucks. It's just a bad game. It's gonna be 6 or 7. It's gonna be 6 or 7 of this series, and the team that's gonna win the series is gonna win by a lot. And I hate to say that, but it just we're trending towards that. But I'm gonna give Detroit it.
Next.
Penguins suck. We talked about it last time. This was a fantastic game. My only problem with it is that I'm exploding as we speak. I don't know what's going on. But my only problem with it is that for some reason, whenever OT, my TV blacks out the game. This is completely unrelated. I hate it so much. But the Stars had like 50 shots in this game. I've never seen that. This isn't basketball. I've never seen that in hockey. So that's kind of cool. But, Minnesota just selling. So, they do get back, but they kind of needed that. Edmonton just looks better. Not Edmonton, sorry. The Ducks just look better in both these games. You think, the best player in the world should be here, performing. But he's not. So, that's interesting. They really need to get the ball rolling in Edmonton because they lost both at home. Ducks in 5. But, Jackson Lacombe, 3 assists. He's John Stockton. The Ducks just look super good offensively right now. But it's not a great defensive team either. Buffalo, shockingly, first postseason series in 19 years, I believe, or 18. Old enough to drink, and they are looking great. Boston's a very solid team defensively, and they have just been pummeling them. 3-1 win here. Boston just hasn't looked the part, especially at home. Definitely need to do better there. Senators lost in 4, but the Hurricanes, it just kind of looked like the entire series. The Hurricanes were just one step ahead, and you can't play like that in the playoffs. You need to do something, and they just couldn't. So, I mean, they tried, but the Senators just tough series. Same with the Kings. I would say the Avalanche looked better than the Hurricanes, but the Kings definitely had some chances in all these games. They just couldn't get it done. They played behind also in the entirety of this game, so not much to say there. This has probably been the best series based off the fact that it's Tampa Bay versus Canada. So it's like America versus Canada all over again. Although, 2-2 series, but the Canadians, I feel like have looked a little bit better. I think the Lightning are trying to, not defend their title. They haven't been title winners in a little bit. But they definitely, for how not far away they are from winning it all, they definitely need to look the part. They have not looked fantastic. Neither of these teams really have. But the Canadians have just looked slightly better. Obviously tied at 2 in the series, but the Lightning need to step it up if they want to beat the Canadians because I like how they're doing right now. The Mammoth were up, I believe, 4-0, so I don't know how you really blow that. But in the series, nobody cares about. Vegas, who looks bad, is losing. Not much to say there. As I said, the Ducks just imploded in this game. Their offense is so good. 7 goals. It's good against any team. But, of course, it's going to be against Jari because he sucks. Oh, no, that was the other one. But Anaheim just looks really good right now. It was, 3-3 after 1. So, they just did really good in that third period. That's all I got to say. Ducks in 5. Obviously, as I said, the Hurricanes just one step ahead of the Senators the entire series. It's obviously not the Senators' year. The fact they made it this far, make the playoffs, good on them. But, yeah, the Hurricanes, they're moving on. A 4-0 sweep. Another OT game, the Wild. This is like the exact opposite of the last one, except it was 1 OT instead of 2. But this series has probably been the best, like many anticipated. But I'm more interested in the Canadians because Canada versus USA. But this has still been a very good series. Minnesota and Dallas have went back and forth. And I think that, when it comes down to it, I just like Minnesota right now. But who knows? Maybe Dallas can, get the series in 6. The Penguins did get a game. This is the only game that I've seen that they really have played well. But man, Philly's just so far in the lead. I can't see them getting another Flyers in 5. I have no rhyme. But Crosby looked good. Raquel looked good. That's about it. This is just a waste of a playoff series by the Penguins. And then absolute belt. I believe it was 5-0 before Boston scored. 6-0? It was 6-0 before Boston scored. Yeah, I've never seen such belt. They put their backups in. That's how bad it was. And this is a playoff series, mind you. Boston has lost both their games in Boston. They're going to lose in 5. Buffalo looks too good. And then this is just a blowout. McKinnon, one of the best players, just decimated them. Him alone would have beat the Kings. So, 4-0 Avalanche in the series. Game series. Anyway, once again, a close one. The Lightning had to come back late in this one. Another good one between these two teams. This and that Wild series are easily the best 2 in the NHL. A lot of them are just like, a lot of them are just going to end in 5 or 6. I think 2 may go 7. It's the Canadians and the Wild. So, I'll tell you what, the Lightning's offense scares me because there's a lot of games they just don't really do anything until the third period, like this one. But this is a series that they can definitely beat the Canadians, but they look shaky. Tristan Jarry. Nice save, buddy. I'm throwing shade. You were up 2-0 after 1 period, and you lost in a critical playoff game to go down 3-1. The Ducks, they own you. I forget who the Oilers' big guy is. I always forget. Yeah, McDavid. He's washed. He's done nothing all series. Give me. Yeah, he also lost. So, how about that for a leader? Give me Sidney Crosby. Or Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon looks so much better. But, yeah, Ducks survive. They just look so much better right now. We move on to next week. I'm telling you right now. Where's it at?
Switch your thing back to orange. Because it's green.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, you're right. Well, I'm guessing you're going to pick Pittsburgh anyway, so I'm going to keep it there. I will take Pittsburgh right here. I'm ending it here. They don't win another against Philly. This is not going to happen. Pittsburgh is not going to – or Philly, excuse me. Philly's not going to blow it. I'm sorry. Utah takes a 3-1 lead. Vegas has not looked the part all series. They also have not looked the part all year. So that's interesting. Buffalo in 5. Boston looks so defeated. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, this entire series I've gotten wrong. It's a fun fact. I've picked the exact opposite, and my gut is saying Dallas at home, so I probably should pick Minnesota. So I'm going to go Dallas. Once again, going to pick the home team in Edmonton. They just need a game. They should not be down 3-1 in the series. Now, granted, I'll be honest, I have them losing in 6 to Anaheim, so, this doesn't matter. But, I mean, they just haven't done anything. I am going to give Vegas this one. I think they do get one against Vegas there, but I think they ended in Utah. So, a lot of Game 6s here that end the series. This is a really, really tough one. I honestly think that. I think this series is going to end in 6, but I had to be honest. I'm going to give it to Montreal both times. I think Tampa Bay's offense is too spittery. The first 2 periods, they do nothing. And in the third period, they do great. The problem is that you have to rely on your defense for 2 periods, and usually in the NHL, that's not going to work out. So I'm going to say Montreal just has a little bit better offense than Tampa Bay, even though Tampa Bay had like that one game where they were in a dome outside, and they scored like 8 goals. So that was interesting. But that was like the one game they did well on offense. But their offense looks too sputtery. They don't do enough, and I think they're just going to lose it. I'm going to give Minnesota this one to send it 7. This is the only series in the entirety of the NHL first round that I think goes 7. So there's that. I believe I have Buffalo winning in 5. So this does not matter. And then Dallas and Minnesota in the 7th game of the series. I'm going to give it to Dallas. I think Dallas just has a little bit of an edge right now. I think there's a couple games that Minnesota, it just looks tired, and that usually is in the odd games for some reason, besides game 1. They just kind of look... Minnesota won game 1, but since then they've been kind of just playing behind. Like, I know they've gotten a couple games, but in every game they would have to forge a comeback to win, and you can't.
Every game, like they've won, like 10
Yeah, I've said this like they've won 10 games, but I swear this is. They've just been playing behind. Like, their one win that's not game 1. Actually, they might have won behind in game 1. They would be down like 2-3 or 3-1, and then they come back and win. You can't do that. You can't sustain that. I said the same thing with Buffalo and, Buffalo. But I have Dallas winning in 7. I believe there's a slide after this. I don't remember what the game is. So, post-editing me. Here you go. This is Kolstin's predictions of 2026 first round NHL playoffs at 4:29 p.m. April, whatever day it is. Yeah, I picked the one. I swear to God, that was not planned, but that is what I think. So, and then Game 7. No, I have none. Okay, I have none, so that doesn't matter. If you have a Game 7, then it does matter. But I don't have any Game 7s. So, who do you got? First round of the NHL playoffs. You could have a Game 7 if you want.
Boy, there are not a lot of things better than hard love, but playoff hockey is. As stated before, let me switch the color. That picks green. I'm going to agree with Kolstin. I'm going to go Minnesota. First time we're going to disagree in the NHL playoffs. I think Minnesota. This game's going to go to overtime. Every single game has gone to overtime, other than the game 1, I believe.
Yes, every single one.
So you're talking about come from behind victories when the games go to overtime. I'm going to go Anaheim here. Another time we're going to disagree.
So they win the series in 5.
Yes, they do. I think Anaheim's just... They're too hot. And I think Edmonton's playing too dumb. Or too risky.
Yeah, I understand.
Utah ends it in 5. Tampa Bay. They're home.
That's a tough series to pick.
I'm gonna. You'll see where I have them ending. Ladies and gentlemen.
The Penguins lead 3-1 comeback. Or 3-0. 3-0 comeback. Excuse me.
Pittsburgh's beating them in Philly. We're going to 7. If you're gonna sit here and tell me you don't want to see the arguably without a shadow without a top 3 rivalry in the NHL, if not the biggest rivalry in the NHL, go to a game 7, you don't love ball. Or puck, I should say, in this scenario. Give me
Minnesota 3-2 lead.
Give me the Dallas Stars. This series has been so competitive. Like, you could genuinely flip a coin for every game besides game 1.
Yeah. Well, you can flip a coin for game 1.
No. Minnesota dominated that.
Well, I mean, like, beforehand. Like,
Oh, really? Did I pick Buffalo? I did.
you picked them in the series in 5.
I'm going to pick Montreal. It's going to 7.
And then Edmonton's dead. Game 7. Minnesota.
I have 3 game 7s.
You have 3? Oh, I think I know who wins the bottom one then. Oh, I guess I already know it's game 7. So you Dallas and Sam.
Dallas in 7. Ladies and gentlemen, in the biggest choke job in the history of the NHL, the Pittsburgh mother-loving Penguins pick up the win, and Philadelphia fans will never let it down for the rest of their lives. Take a look. If you don't like the picks, suck it.
You're not on the show.
If you don't like this kind of picks, don't even watch. Kolstin just lost. Kolstin just lost 50% of his view. You dropped your marker. By the way, do like the looking thing. This is for post editing Kolstin. Kolstin, you already messed up the MLB earlier today.
Yeah, that was fun. MLB's always the hardest to remember. Games, I think you do. Game 7. Yeah, you have Tampa.
I believe the home team has won every game.
Maybe. I don't remember.
The home game is going to win every game but 7.
I think Montreal wins in 6, but I would understand it because Tampa's offense is just like sputtering the entire time.
I don't care about post editing Colson. Montreal beats Tampa. Baseball. Who doesn't love some good old
The last sport.
America's pastime?
Last slide.
Yeah, it is. We haven't talked about the Darts Premier League in a while. I'm just kidding. I won't do that. The Phillies stink. They're the second worst team in baseball behind the Mets, or ahead of the Mets. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm gonna go LW. Oh. Actually, no. LW. That's a W. Wheeler's first start back is going to be an L. Nola's going to pick up the win, and they're going to lose these 2. That's my picks, and now we go to our beloved Pittsburgh Pirates. Woo!
So much better.
Montgomery. I feel like the bats are going to go against Dustin May. W. I've never heard of him. W. Skeens W. And I don't think we'll be able to pull off the sweep. Cincinnati, bomb, worst Pittsburgh Pirate since last year's team. LWW. Propelling the Pirates to first place in the NL Central.
Hello. I will change my color, but I do have some things that are different. We'll start with the Phillies, like he said. I have same thing. LW. So we stay the same with that. I'm going to take the win. I think Wheeler will be well rested, and I think he'll be able to get the win there. I'm going to take the win with Nola. I don't know which one we're gonna win, but we're gonna not we. You give them a point. They're gonna win one of these and lose the other. I have a feeling they're gonna lose this one and win this one.
They're not beating Miami in this series.
But I just think Miami's not a great team. I think that the Phillies. I mean, Phillies really on paper are like a top 3 team, but like they're just not playing that well.
Paper, they're a top 3 team. Record-wise, they're a
But the record, yeah. But there's the Phillies. I think. What are these? I mean,
Why are you covering up my W?
I hate your W. But I think that.
Now post-editing, you won't know what I picked.
I'll know what you picked.
No, you
I think we win this one. We lose with Chandler. We win in Skeens. We win. I don't know why I'm covering yours. I don't know, but obviously we lose. We win with Athcraft.
You missed one.
I know. I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't think we win with Keller. I'm gonna be honest. I'm thinking.
We split with St. Louis.
Yeah. I really don't like Chandler. I'm gonna give a loss. I really.
One of, if not the best pitchers.
I know, but I just feel like he's due for a game that's just like 12 runs. He's due. He's due. So I think we go mediocre in this stretch.
I'm pulling up Chandler.
Chandler's gonna be like 2.3 ERA, first in the entirety of the MLB. I'm gonna be like he's due for a bad game with the Pirates. It's Chandler, yes.
Say his name right.
Chandler, yes, I said that.
Chandler, not
Alright.
Chandler.
Whatever, bro.
So he's either gonna throw amazing or he's gonna throw terrible.
Exactly. I think he's gonna throw terrible. Betting against my team, love it.
His last appearance, 4 innings, 6 earned runs. There was one before that.
Oh, wait.
6 innings, 1 earned run.
So what you're saying is he was bad last game.
Yes.
Okay, so W. Okay, so
You don't even know what. That was like a W and an L if they had
I can't even get rid of it.
just right off to the side.
W. There we go. Almost fell. Would have been a great way to end the Kobe episode. But that'll do it. You can bask in all its glory of me writing over his writing, so I'm probably not going to have fun in post-edit. But it'll be fun in the moment. But, that'll do it. Episode number 24 of the MC Report. We have a cameraman. Hopefully we'll have a cameraman up next episode for my favorite number 25 next episode. That'll do it. Episode number 24. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. See ya.